Rapids, it's John, and just past the Blaeberry River, and I'm approaching one of the most difficult sections of the trip. It's called Grape Canyon, and it's basically a steep wall canyon that has whitewater rapids in it. So you know, I want to prepare myself for it, so I've stopped here on the sandbar and just kind of collecting myself and getting my mind ready to go run the rapid. So of course there's a natural fear to doing something like this because you know the river is a very powerful thing, and it's something that you want to be prepared for. But I have prepared myself, and I want to show you a few of the things that I prepared myself with. So of course I'm going to have my life jacket, and if I do end up swimming in the river, I get thrown out of my boat some way, I'll have my life jacket, and I also have my cell phone in a waterproof case, so if I get somewhere that there's cell service, I can use that to call for help. The other thing I have is in this pocket, and it's called the Spot Gen 3 device, and basically this will send a SOS signal to the rescue agency, and it's GPS tracked, so they'll know exactly where I'm at and come help me. Of course, that's not going to be an instant thing. Could take them quite a while to get to me, so I've got that. The other thing is I'm preparing myself with is I am putting on some extra types of clothing. So I'm going to be wearing my spray skirt. So I'll show you this in a minute, but basically this goes around my waist, and this elastic part goes over the coaming on the boat. So that will keep the water out when I go through the rapids and it splashes up on top of the deck. Thank goodness that fly left. So this is called a spray skirt. The next thing I'm taking is a bag of rope, and basically this is about 80 feet of rope in here. If I do get in a situation where my boat gets stuck or something, I can take the rope out and try to pull my kayak off whatever it's gotten stuck on, and this can help me in many, many ways. So I'm bringing a bag of rope. I'm bringing this. This is a spare paddle. So I'll have it attached to the back of my boat, and if I lose my other paddle that's pulled out of my hands or whatever, I'll always have a spare, and that way I can continue in a safe mode. The other thing I have, and this is called a paddle float, and this will, if I do exit my boat, I'm going to use this to stabilize the kayak with. So I'll take the end of my paddle, put it down through the float like this. There, I'll attach it by pulling this and attaching it there. Then I take the other end of my paddle and I put it behind the seat underneath the bungee cord so it's hold on the boat. So it creates an outrigger. It's going to stabilize the kayak, and it'll make it much, much easier for me to get back in the kayak quickly, and that's the goal. That over there. And finally, I'm going to wear this suit. Okay, this is a complete protective suit. Once I'm in this, it's totally waterproof. I've got waterproof socks on it. I've got these rubber gaskets on the wrist. So when I put my hand through there, it'll totally be secure. And I have one on the neck, so no water will come in on the neck. And I have a waterproof zipper that once it's zipped, it'll be totally watertight. And that way if I fall in the river, first of all, it's going to protect me from getting wet. And so if you get wet in this cold water, you have the chance of getting hypothermia. So I'm going to wear my regular clothes underneath this, so I'll have the water protection, and I'll have some thermal layers underneath if I fall in to protect me, and that will allow me more time to facilitate a rescue. So this thing about fear of this rapid, it's not that I'm afraid, because I am afraid. You know, I respect the river. If you don't respect fear, then it can control you. And that's the thing, is you need to respect the situation, and instead of kind of going crazy with fear, like, oh, I'm afraid, and run away. Take a deep breath and assess the situation. Kids, it's John, and I'm all ready. Got my protective suit on, got my spray skirt, gonna put my life jacket on. Here we go. Got my phone GPS right here. I went out and I dunked myself in the river to get myself used to the cold. Get all zipped up. Make sure everything's buckled so my life jacket doesn't come off. Like so. Ooh, that was hard. So I'm ready to face my fears. And the important thing about that is I'm ready for it. And that's important. It's at times you just have to believe in yourself and believe that you can make it happen, and be prepared for if it doesn't happen. So kids, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll see you when it's all over.